Hey there, today I wanted to give you some tips on how to be more consistent with your art. So, today I felt like just talking about a specific topic rather than doing a tutorial or something like that. And I wanted to draw some gouache flowers and didn't feel quite comfortable enough yet to make it into a tutorial. So, here we are painting some gouache flowers and talking about how to draw more and make it into a daily habit because I hear so many times that people tell me, yeah, I'd love to do art, I'd love to create more, but I just don't find the time for it and I just don't know how to fit it into my daily schedule. So I really wanted to address that because I think that's an important topic and it kind of breaks my heart when people say that they really love doing something and it used to be a passion of theirs and then they had to quit because they don't have any time for it. And I think we all know that that's an excuse. I mean, I'm sure there are people who have absolutely no time on their hands. I mean, people who work multiple jobs and or have children or I don't know every situation out there. But when it comes to most people, like 99%, it's just an excuse and there would be a possibility to find some time for it, but they just don't. So I think the time's actually not the issue here, and that's kind of why I wanted to talk about it. I can give you so many tips on how to schedule your drawing practice into your daily life, but I don't know if that's actually helpful because it doesn't really help with the real problem. And I mean, I draw almost every single day and I work full time. I'm a graphic designer, which has absolutely nothing to do with drawing. I mean, it's creative, but it doesn't involve drawing at all in my case. And so I work full time and I've got a social life and I've got a YouTube channel and I manage to draw almost every single day. And that's because I use my lunch break to sketch. I often get up early in the morning to record videos and to paint. I paint on the weekends, I paint in the afternoon. I always find time to create art, and it's just that sometimes I really don't feel like it. And that's more of the reason why I wouldn't create art because I don't feel inspired or motivated. And the reason for that is sometimes in my mindset because I feel like I have to create amazing, perfect looking art pieces. And whenever I create something that doesn't look like that, that I'm not that happy with, it tends to bring me down. But I have to say that I've become way, way, way better at creating consistently and it doesn't bring me down as much anymore. Not there's just can't compare to where I've been and where I'm now, and that just comes to the daily practice. And my advice here is to just start and just do something. And the most important thing I think is to force yourself to create art, but don't force yourself to create good art. So I have this kind of deal with myself that I will create art no matter what, but I don't have to create a specific kind of art. I don't have to practice. It doesn't have to look good. It doesn't have to be in a sketchbook. It doesn't have to be outside a sketchbook. It really doesn't matter at all. And if I really don't feel like creating visual art, I will just write in my diary or create something else because I know that the creative process gives me so much life and I enjoy it so much. But almost every time it's that I have to force myself to do it. I mean, when I'm on my lunch break, I will just sketch automatically because that's so ingrained in my brain at this point that when I'm on my break, I will pull out my sketchbook and draw. It's just very linked to each other, and when I don't, it feels like something's missing. So most of the time I will do that. But I mean, early in the morning or in the afternoon, it's sometimes that I really have to get over myself and just do it. And that sounds kind of maybe a little bit depressing. I don't know, that I don't always have this super intrinsic motivation to get up and create something. But I think that's actually the secret, that we don't always feel like doing something. And when we do it anyways, we might really enjoy doing it, because I love creating art. When I do it, I'm so happy that I really get to enjoy being creative, and that I got over myself and just did it. And when I'm finished, I'm so proud. Not because I've created the perfect piece, but just that I've created something. And that's actually a mindset shift for me, that I don't really focus on the end result as much anymore. I just focus on, have I created something, and then I'm proud of myself. And I mean, it's not always this conscious kind of decision. I'm gonna create art every day. It shouldn't be that rigid, but whenever I feel like, hey, I haven't created something in a while, maybe it would be good for me if I did that, then I'll just do it. I'm not gonna think about it twice, and I'll just get over myself and just do it. And even if I feel like I have art block, then I'm just gonna scribble something and not create real art, so to speak. I'm not gonna force myself to create a masterpiece. I'm just gonna create something. It doesn't matter what it is, just something. And I think that's kind of the secret for me, at least. You might be completely different and need a completely different approach, but that's what has helped me. And the most important thing I think is to be really kind to yourself, and not to pressure yourself to create the most magnificent creations all the time, and to just enjoy it. And I feel like, yeah, that's so cliche, and everyone says that, enjoy the process and don't focus on the outcome. But let me tell you that that's really a matter of practice. The more you switch your mindset to enjoying the process, the more you will. And just when you're done with a piece, don't stress over it. Just move on to the next one. That's actually my strategy with sketchbooks. When I'm done with a page, I will just flip over to the next page and start with that one. And I won't stress over the outcome. I'm just proud when I filled the entire sketchbook, and this makes me so happy. And it's like doing sports. Sometimes you just have to get over it and just do it, and you will feel so much better in the end. So that's my advice on how to be more consistent. And I really hope that I could help some of you. I really hope that you liked this video. And if you did so, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.